UFO sighting. NASA SOHO images of a giant ET disk sucking the sun's energy. Also ETs, UFOs shooting out of a hollow sun. What exactly is this? More questions than answers, of course. This is by Tom Fish on Express UK. UFOs being discovered using NASA's Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, SOHO for short. Amazing images of the sun, and we've seen a number of extraterrestrial UFOs. We don't know what they are. Some are just bombarding into the sun, causing solar flares. Other times we see them passing the sun shooting a flare to get them out of the way, saving Earth at the same time. Other times we see these huge UFOs seeming to suck the energy out of the sun. Other times we see them coming out of the sun. What exactly is going on? All these things have been shown on NASA's Solar and Heliospheric Observatory SOHO images. There are people that love to examine these images, and they do find a lot of things. U.S. Space Agency NASA, studying the sun with its orbiting space observatory for more than 20 years, SOHO is studying the violent solar storms capable of causing trillions of dollars in damage to Earth's infrastructure if we are hit by a solar flare. Now, I simultaneously have the Popocatépetl volcano images going on. It's live, the live webcam. I've had it on since morning. We have a tremendous eruption going on. If you hear something that sounds like missiles and blasts, it's not. It's actually the volcano. It's a tremendous amount of spewing of ash, and it's filled up the whole sky. And I'm going to put another video on that so you can see yourself. There's also, it's somehow creating lightning from the volcano into the clouds. It's got its own type of a lightning system. I don't know how exactly that works, but anyway. So if you hear that, it's the volcano video that I have running. SOHO studying the solar flares, what's happening with the surface of the sun. Solar storms, as we know, are capable of causing trillions of dollars of damage to Earth's infrastructure. But now the self-proclaimed alien life hunter, Scott C. Waring, of UFO Sightings Daily, claims that the NASA craft has now made it possible, and more important to find yet, spotting a giant disc-shaped UFO shooting out of the sun. So this is something new. He says, I found what appears to be a UFO coming out of the right-hand side of our sun, that is the right-hand side of the image. And once the footage is magnified, it appears to show a disc shooting straight out from the sun. You would think that if something came out of the sun, it would not be shooting from the top out, rather from a diagonal direction. It has 45 degrees more tilt than other ejecta. Amazing. And he goes on to say this is because that is the way gravity acts around the sun, so I don't believe it is magma by the trajectory it is taking. And he also says that that the sun photograph filmed by NASA's Veteran Solar Observatory on June 8th, 2019, so this was like 12 days ago, at 1:06 p.m. Pacific time. Warren then zooms in the top right-hand corner of the NASA screen, showing this is a shot allowing viewers to watch the trail as the object exits the star. Amazing. The size of Earth is next shown to be smaller than around a fifth of the bizarre ejecta. Waring says that by speculating whether the revered U.S. Space Agency NASA is responsible for covering up the existence of alien life, he said this is really huge. For NASA not to discuss magma of this size shooting out of the sun is unprecedented. Even if the NASA thought it was magma or something, or a flare coming out, they should have said something. But anyway, NASA, he says, are not doing their job if they are not telling us about things flying out of the sun, because if this is just magma, it is more than enough to wipe out the Earth. Yeah, well, we can all believe that's pretty logical to say. And he says, and this does not look like magma to me, more like an alien ship. I have long believed the sun is hollow and holds its own mini solar system inside of it, harnessing the energy of the star to power these alien worlds, and this UFO is proof the theory is correct. End quote. All right. A lot of people look at to YouTube to leave comments about Waring's outlandish UFO claims. Paula Alexandra wrote, crazy, maybe the craft getting energy from the sun. Scary how big it is. I can't imagine what it would look like hovering over Earth. It would block out the sun and moon for sure. Great find. But not all viewers were as convinced by the bizarre theory of wearing. YouTuber Summer Brooks wrote, no, Scott, there is not a fractal universe inside our sun. That's a really huge theory, don't you think? There's another solar system inside the sun. All right, well, I'm laughing at that. But anyway, this is on Express UK, and I'll leave a link below for you for this. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.